Okay. Some of you heard this story before. Why couldn't Daniel and his 3 friends eat the food? Because it was pork. And they were Jews. And Jews don't eat pig. Next verse. Okay, yes, that's true, but it's a small microcosm of what's going on. It's a very small thing. Yes, they would be defiled because they'd be eating something that God told them not to. Very clearly, in the Word. Now, for just a second, let's unpack that. We're going to go to a couple other reasons, but let's unpack that one. Why is that significant? The world has shifted. God, it appears, has not stood up for them. Right? At this point, they and a whole lot of captives are said, here, eat the good food that the king eats. Eat the good stuff. We got the best chef in the nation. Eat his food. And the other captives, it appears from the story, are like, dude, pass me a pork chop. When in Babylon, eat like the Babylonians. What happens in Babylon stays in Babylon. We're good to go. And it would make sense. Let's just remember, it would make sense. I mean, that is the king and his chef, and perhaps it might be interpreted as being a little bit uppity, a little bit arrogant, a little bit snotty. Yeah, thanks so much, but I'm not going to eat that. I won't eat that. I'm a Jew who you defeated, but I'm not going to eat your stinking food. This could rub the king wrong. Okay. It could make the king a little bit testy, enough to chop your head off. Okay. So, it would make logical sense. Furthermore, we should probably, we're here, I don't like it, but we should probably be a witness to these guys. And if we don't eat their food, they're not going to listen to us. That probably wouldn't work so much. And if we, how are we going to take care of our family if we don't do this? This is what's provided. We put ourselves in a really difficult place if we don't eat this food. There is 147,000 reasons that would make a lot of sense, and we all could probably say, yeah, that's a good reason. Eat the food. Don't insult the king. But secondly, this was a political, there's a political reason that Daniel wouldn't eat the food. In the culture, eat with somebody meant that you entered into an alliance, into a relationship, into a partnership with them. And Daniel says, no, I'm not going to come under the subservience of the king. I'm not going to enter into a partnership with him. It's hard to translate this, and this is a really poor example, but it would be similar to me going over to Island Vontress's house, and they have a nice house. They're wonderful people, wonderful house. They have a gift of hospitality. And going over to their house and saying, Island Vontress. And they come to the door, make the dog stop barking. You've been to their house, you understand that. Invite me in, say, thanks so much for coming. Come in, and you walk down a little bit of kind of a hall, and they have this nice living area. Have a seat. Brian, no, that's all right. I think I'll stand. That's insulting. Even in our culture, which it's kind of hard to insult people in our culture. And we're so laid back. It's hard to insult people really well in our culture, like you could in biblical times. This is a huge, by not eating the food. You know, here, can I get you something to eat? Here, I've got some. No, I'm fine. That's not insulting in our culture. I'm not hungry, thank you, no. To not eat the food in this culture is a slap in the face. And standing there going, no, I'm not going to sit down in your chair. I won't enter into that kind of relationship with you. Thirdly, and perhaps most deeply, by eating this food, Daniel was walking into a religious and spiritual realm he didn't want to go. All the food was offered to idols. was believed that the idol gave that food the power and the ability for you to do and achieve and excel.